find somebody that I'm your friend until you get in trouble, then I ain't gonna have nothing to do with you then. That's not your friend. That wasn't a friend to start with. That was just somebody that wanted to use you. Now, when I went to school, I had a whole lot of folks that I call my buddies. But my friends, I had 3 good friends. That was Alice Pearl, Gene Chavis, Doris Darden, and Sandra King. Now, them was my friends. If I got in trouble, you can rest assured all 4 of them was in trouble, right along with me. When they called me to the office, they say, Jarrius Sampson come to the office, Alice Pearl, Gene Chavis, Doris Darden, and
Are your friends in it for the long run or the short-term friendship? I think that time. I think that time by yourself is important, because what if that special person that you trying to find, what if it's not time for they can't come into your life because you got to take that time by yourself to get yourself together, because you might not be right yet, and they might not be perfect, because ain't nobody perfect. So you got to figure out how to get yourself together, because if they come in your life too early, then you gonna push them away because you're not ready for them. You're not ready to handle them because you got some issues going on with yourself. That's why you got to get yourself right, and then when you right, it's gonna vibrate off of you, and then that's gonna attract somebody into your life, the right type of people. When you attracting the wrong people in your life, that means it's the wrong time for people to be around you, the wrong time for people to be in your life. Take some time by yourself, figure something out, go off by yourself completely. Sometimes you got to completely cut yourself off from the world, and you got to say, hey. And I'm not talking about sitting in bed and being depressed and sad, because a lot of people be like, I'm sad. All I do is I get up, I take a shower, I get in bed, I go get food, then I come back and I come back inside. If you stay inside all day, that's depressing too. You got to get up and go out, and you don't always have to go. I've heard people say, when you get in a breakup, you go out to the club. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't go to the club, you go out and you still party and show that you don't care, and you be a bachelor and all this and that. But you don't always have to go out to the club. Like, sometimes you just need to be out, let that sunlight hit you, go hiking, go for a walk, go out. Don't stay inside all day. And that's not just for emotional, but that's also physical help too, like health. Because emotional pain can hurt. Like, they don't call it heartbreak for nothing. Like, emotional pain can physically hurt.
You know something? You're a good motivation speaker.
Thank you.
Listen to Obama.
You be a good motivation speaker, like some of them people you're listening to. You're a good motivational speaker because you talk. You tell people things. But time, you still have to have a life. And a life means that you need to communicate with other people. You need to communicate with other people.
That's why I always felt like it would I never had problems communicating with people that I already knew, but that was just talking silly to them. And that's why I asked you, does it seem like I've become a better communicator? Because it really surprised me. Just the most recent thing, like going to Durham, it really surprised me that people talk about the most simple things. And in my head at first, I was really hesitant and really restrained back because I didn't want to I was like, that's silly. I don't want to talk about that. Like, I want to talk about the real issues. I want to go deep. I want to go emotionally deep. I want want to, talk about some stuff that's maybe a little bit uncomfortable, or that's real life. Like they were talking about what type of foods they like, but now I see like that's a conversation starter. It's just that simple, asking somebody, hey, what type of food do you like? What type of places do you like to go out and eat? And then you can go from there. Like it's so easy to start a conversation.
Exactly. That's how you get to know people. You get to know the things that they do, the things that they like, the things that kind of brings them out. That's the way you get to know people.
What was that question I asked you earlier? And I asked you something about your birthday. What was your favorite birthday?
Now that was a good question. And I told you.
That was my favorite one.
My most memorable birthday was the day that I went to Jarrius' new house. My cousins were there, and my brother-in-law was there. My sister had already passed, but my brother-in-law was there, and his daughter was there, and his grandson was there, and my cousin's daughter was there, Sabrina, and her husband and her children, her grandchildren. And I mean, we just had a beautiful, beautiful time. I met a couple of Thomas's. I met Thomas's sisters. I met one of his daughters. And I mean, I had a good time that weekend. A very good time. And the next one was the year that we carried Ned down there with us. Ned said, I want you to know, I told my daughter that I went down there with nothing in my pocket. I gave him $20 so he could put it in his pocket. And when we got back here, do you know he gave me that $20 back? I said, but he said, I didn't have to spend not a dime. He said that I had the best time. I want you to know I don't think I've ever had a better time, and I had money in my pocket. He said, I had something, he told Stephanie, when he got back, Stephanie said he talked about that for weeks on end. How everywhere T and them went, they carried him, and everything they ate, he ate. Everything they drank, he drank, and he never had to spend a dime. He said, I just had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. Wonderful time. He said, I couldn't have had a better time if I'd have went somewhere with my sister. Because, I had a good time. He said, I'd love to do that again. Said, I had a wonderful time. And see,
the best advice I can give somebody.
Makes me feel good when people feel that way. Go ahead.
The best advice I can give somebody is to sometimes you just gotta sit back and observe. Like you don't always have to jump head first into the situation. Just sit back, watch, and listen. And watch, listen, observe. Like figure out, do you really want to be in this situation? Does this look like something? And something that I get is that voice in your head that says that kind of tells you like, hey, this could be a possibility. Like I really wanna make a point of really listening to that voice and that instinct telling you what is right, what is wrong, and what, like, if that voice is telling you not to go somewhere, or even if it's saying, hey, like, you just don't have a good feeling, like, really listen to it. Don't just kind of push it under the rug and be like, well, I'll just try to, be observant and not, like, not not get into trouble or not be around people like that or whatever. But that is already, it's something that's maybe not right there to your eyes, but in your head it's something that's saying, hey, this isn't a good situation.
It's like your mama said. She said one night, she said, I got in trouble because my mama said, Rhonda, do not go tonight. I really don't feel that you should go tonight. I really think you should just not go tonight. And she said, if I had just listened, I was headstrong and I went anyway. And I got in trouble that night. I got in trouble.
Now the point I wanna talk on is, how do we tackle that feeling of, because it's like, I feel like that we all have these, that we all are going through we go through a variety of problems, but we all are going through the same problems. And it's like sometimes we ask what could we do different or what was the right answer, but deep down in it, we knew what was right, we knew what it was. We may not have chosen to really we may have chosen to push it under the rug, or say no, that couldn't be this could not be the situation, or this is not really, this is what it is, but it's really this. We might choose to do that, but we really know what it is, and we really know what we should and shouldn't do. But
I've had that feeling.
how do we? Yeah.
Say, hey, come on and let's go out.
Because you want friends, you don't want to be alone, you don't want to be lonely.
I should go tonight. Oh, come on. You just want to sit here and be sad. No, I just don't have the feeling to go tonight. I'm going to stay here. And I've said that to a friend, and they went out, and guess what? They all went to jail. And now if I'd went with them just because they wanted me to go, I'd have been there, not wanting to be there, and I'd have been in jail.
And see, what I want to say now is that, it can be vice versa, because sometimes it's not that loud. It can be vice versa, where it can be like you don't want to go, or maybe you do want to go. But I think that it's not that the situation is bad. I don't think that it's wrong to go out and, like I said, be social and, not focus on that. But I think that the real problem is that not where you're going, but the people that you're going with. Maybe it's something telling you that I don't need to go to the club with this person. But maybe if you want to go out dancing or something, maybe it's really saying you need to find somebody that you feel comfortable really going with. Are you your truest and most authentic self with them? Do you feel comfortable around the people that you're going with? Maybe that's why you don't really want to go. Maybe it's because you've not found that right person or the right people that you want to go with, but you're just settling for what you got right then because you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be lonely. You want to have friends. You want to get out of this space of negativity that you're feeling.
But it was them same people. I had been out with them before. They say, come on, let's go out. So I said, okay. But then when I went with them, they went places that I said, I don't feel comfortable.
I don't fancy this.
I don't feel comfortable either.
You don't feel comfortable?
And I need to go home. And when they come back to me and say, come on and go out with us, I'm like, I wasn't comfortable with them before, so I'm not going this time. And I said, no, I don't think I'll go tonight. I think I'll just hang around home. And the next thing I know, my friend is calling me, telling me, hey, I need somebody to come bail me out of jail. What are you doing in jail? They swarmed the place we was at. We all had to come down there.
It just really, what I think my biggest problem about the area that we live in is that it feels like it's such a small town, and I barely know anybody, it feels like, but yet it's like I just cannot find anybody that's like relatable. I can't find friends. Like that's what it all boils down to. Like, and then like it just seems like you can't find friends. Like all the other stuff, it just all revolves around that.
It depends on what you want from a friendship. It depends on what you want from a friendship. That's do you want of a friendship?
What do you want of a friendship?
What do you want of a friendship? What do you want? I mean,
what do people my age want? What do people my age want? They want to go out and eat. They want, really, that's all it is. They want to go out and eat. They want somebody to play games with, watch movies, watch TV. Like, just not, like, nobody wants to feel alone.
Well,
and
friendship, I'd like to have somebody to sit and talk with. I'd like to have somebody to say, well, gee whiz, let's go down to Ruby Tuesday. Let's go to Walmart. Let's ride the Fayetteville and just walk, just like I used to. Now, my thing was, I like to go to the mall, walk through the mall. You sit down and eat, and you go and you look some more. And then if you want to buy something, you do. If you don't want to buy, I have been to a mall. I have been to Crabtree Mall up there in Raleigh. I have been there and walked all through that mall from 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And you know what? How much I spent? $3.75. At that time, albums didn't cost very much. I found one album, The Mighty Clouds of Joy, and I knew that my husband loved them people, The Mighty Clouds of Joy. And when we got ready to go, I said, Diane, I'm going to buy this one record because my husband liked it. And she said, I'm going to buy this teddy bear for Rhonda. And she bought a teddy bear for Rhonda, and I bought an album for Wilson. And do you know her husband blessed her out and said that we was out doing something we had no business. We didn't go shopping. And we didn't do not one thing wrong. We walked through the mall.
Oh my God!
I think this goes back to what I was really saying earlier about that time that you need to take that time to be by yourself and figure yourself out, because once you figure yourself out and get yourself together, you realize that you need to work on yourself, and you'll realize that you got to do the work to get the things that you want, go to places that you want to go. And then, like I said, when you start attracting those people, because you'll be in an environment with those people. And like I was saying, like, it's all about the people that you're surrounded by. Because if you're surrounded, like I said, birds of a flock together, and you're surrounded by this type of people, then that's what's going to rub off on you. But if you want different, then you got to do different.
People used to say to me, your wife is this and your wife that. He said, when my wife say she want to go shopping, go to the mall, that I pull my wallet out of my pocketbook, and I said, take what you want. No, come on. He said, oh, no. He said, because I know my wife. She's going to walk all over that mall. All over. And she may buy something, and she may not. She just likes to walk and look. And when Lee go with us, Lee walk in the store. He said, I want that right there. But Lee, it may be cheaper down there. Nah, I ain't going no further. I want that right there. He pay for it, and he gonna sit on him a bench. Gonna sit on him a bench. Jimmy Wilson sit there and smoke a cigarette. Wilson did not like to go. He did not like to go shopping. And he'd tell me right quick, you want the wallet? And Wilson, come on. No.
Fix the fire.
And if I wanted to go to Fayetteville, Goldsboro, wherever I wanted to go, he said, go ahead.
Okay, I'm about to fix the fire.